participate in creation. We're all little co-creators of the universe, and we all have a role to play. And it's my conviction, my insight, it's an absolute knowledge, I believe, that nothing happens by chance.
Right.
There is an intention and a purpose behind everything.
Mm-hmm.
And that each and every one of us has a purpose in life, a life mission, as it were. However modest it may seem when we look at it through materialistic eyeglasses.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, even the smallest role in a play is there for a reason. And even the actor, even if the actor only appears for a few seconds and doesn't utter a single word, his appearance may be crucial for the understanding or outcome of the play.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's a wonderful analogy. And, you know, we're so used to looking at things through the materialistic lens that it's difficult to see that we are each so importantly vital to everything that's going on. And I like your analogy of the play, and there's one also of a symphony. Right now, it would appear from what we see in the world going on that people are not aligned with a higher intention, and they're not aligned with each other's intentions. And so we have a cacophony of sound rather than a harmonic, beautifully played symphony. So it seems that we're just kind of tuning up our instruments, but we're getting awfully close to the time when we need to actually perform, you know?
Yes, it's quite true. This is, of course, has something to do, I think, although in an orchestra everybody has a particular instrument and part to play, and it has to be harmonic, of course, and they have to play together. But we also have this movement now that I think is getting stronger and stronger and is so crucial, which is summarized in the motto of "We are all one," meaning that you know well, I suppose in a way this is another way of expressing the golden rule, that whatever you do to anybody else, you do it to yourself.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the whole idea that we have enemies is really, if you look at the world through the lens of a unified field, there can't be any enemies. Everything is one energy or one spirit. So in fact, I watched Avatar last night for the first time, and it really beautifully portrays the difference in these energies, and it's a wonderful movie. And another thing, Carl Coleman...
What was the movie? Sorry, what was the movie, did you say?
The movie Avatar by James Cameron.
Oh, yeah, I saw it. It's marvelous.
Isn't it wonderful? And that, the way that they treated light and spirit and the interconnectedness and the communications, that's probably the way things really work, you know? And the indigenous tribes, which were murdered off for land, and so on and so forth, which seems to be the pattern that recurs, they knew what they were talking about. They were connected, and they had stories that they carried on for generations. So I think that's a good sign that a movie like that can be made and is so popular and is like the creation of our new myth that we miss so much.
Well, because it had this spectacular 3D technology also, which helped, I suppose. But it's true, it was a very good movie, yes.
Well, one of the things that we kind of brushed up on is something that Carl Coleman is putting together now. And July 17th and 18th, he is creating a conscious convergence. And if you go to his site, he's going to be on the show in, I think, June 15th. But the conscious convergence is about us now creating a shared intention for the planet to actually become one. And so so many communities have their own intent and their own goals and so on. So we're actually moving consciously towards creating the unity and the peace and the transparency and the truth that we crave and thrive on so well.
Yes, it's true. The question, the crux of the matter, I suppose, is to get enough people to join and to become conscious about this, to become aware. Still, we are in minority, I believe, but it's a matter of critical mass, isn't it?
Well, the 100 monkey theory, yes.
And there's some people that say if we reach 10%, we've done it. We have succeeded. I don't know how true that is, but at least, but it is happening.
It is happening.
Yes, I think so.
And I think that there may also be impulses from the higher realms, or you can call it what you like. You can use the God word or higher power, or at the soul level, or whatever you want to call it. That is being impulsed to move us instantaneously into a full conscious state. So we're not living in a veiled condition in ignorance of who we are and of our own nature and reality. So,
yes.
Well, we have just a minute left or two. Do you have any parting thoughts for us that you'd like to share with the listeners?
Well, I don't know what to say. I do believe that we all have to become much more conscious and aware, and of course we have to put a stop to the conspiracies, shall we call it, from somebody said the people behind the curtain. I see this, that it can happen in like this. We already are getting the information through the internet and through connecting. And of course, Erwin Laszlo talks about a global brain being created through this connection. And the second revolution, that is a revolution, of course, and a total paradigm shift. The second stage of that I see as when everybody gets independent on energy, produces his or her own energy, free and clean at home for all their needs and for transport. And the third thing is to become independent of the global food industry that produces junk food and keeps us unhealthy.
Absolutely. Well, Dr. Jens, we're out of time, and it was a pleasure speaking with you and an honor to have this time together. And I wish you all the best on your new book, Cracking the Rainbow Code. And thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you very much.
All right. All right. Good night, Dr. Jens, and good night, everybody listening. Bye-bye.